Hello folks, very warm welcome to another video. We're over in Explain today for a couple of flights. This will be the first one to hit the channel, I think, depending on my mood. This will be a Hangar Queens episode, folks. Haven't done one of them for a little bit. And Hangar Queens, most people probably know what it means, but in case you don't, essentially it's aircraft that have sat in the hangar for a while rather than being flown, and there's a whole lot of reasons for that, at least in my experience. I've got a whole bunch of aircraft that I bought over the years. Some I fly more often than others. It's just impossible to fly them all regularly, and this one, unfortunately, this little beastie has sat in the hangar for a while. Not because it's not a great aircraft, because I actually enjoy flying it. And I've just noticed I'm a chick. After all these years, that would explain so much. Is that what I'd look like as a woman? It's a bloody big improvement on the present, I've got to say. I'll accept that, I'll take that. It's sort of the steely gaze. It's less a steely gaze and more of a... It's more death, isn't it? She's gone. Yeah, that's pretty much me, actually, at this point. Most days I look out the window and that's what I look like. Folks, the aircraft on your screen is the Eurofox. Lovely little aircraft. It's done by VSKYLABS, who have become one of the biggest developers over there in the world of X-Plane. Let me jump inside. Yeah, one of the bigger developers, and they've got a... Geez, how would you define their catalogue? Diverse, eclectic, maybe. I'm looking for alternatives for weird. It's not weird. I love the approach that the guy takes. I think it's a one-man band, and he's produced a shitload of aircraft over the last few years, quite reasonably priced too. But you're not going to get your traditional sort of Cessnas and Pipers and that sort of stuff. You get stuff like this, which are less common. This is the Eurofox. Hasn't been updated in a while, I don't think, couple of years, and I haven't flown it for a long time. But as I said, not because it's not a quality bird. Let's get some battery, let's get some power into the aircraft if we can. Battery on, we'll get the avionics on as well. So pretty simple panel, as you would expect in an aircraft of this type. You got your standard 6, kind of. You got a little sort of a weird addition down here. It does what you expect it to do. It's kind of a bit of an altitude hold, a bit of an autopilot type of thing down here. Then you got your normal gauges, instrument gauges over here, instrumentation, some radios, the default 530. GNS 530 and X-Plane 11. Transponder, you got some... that doesn't actually give you anything. You can't actually click that. There's no animation there. I can't remember if there's any tricks in here, like click spots that are unusual or cool or anything like that. Oh, that door opens. That's pretty cool. Can we open the other one as well? We can. Hey, that's all right. You just have to forgive me, folks. It's been, I reckon, a couple of years since I fired up this bird. Look, visually it's pretty good, right? And from what I recall, it flies pretty well. It flies as you would expect it to fly. Unless you've actually flown a Eurofox, and I haven't, it's difficult to tell, how realistic the flight model is. But the guy has put in a lot of work into his aircraft, into his catalogue, Mr. VSKYLABS, and that's one of the things that sort of makes him stand out. He's not the only developer that sort of does keep his aircraft up to date, but you can see there's a real passion, a real commitment there. So I hope that he's done all right for himself commercially. And with the release of X-Plane 12 to come, hopefully he does even better commercially. But yeah, so the Eurofox, we're in a place called Leicester, which is in the UK. Why? You know why? Because I know I've got a few viewers who call the old dart home. Hello, a shout out to all of you gents. Thanks for your continued support. You know who you are. And I thought, it's been a while. I don't do a lot of flying in the UK. And I thought, why not? Let's do a flight. based in the UK today. So, a lot of talking. Eurofox. I'm going to get us started. I'll get us out onto a runway. We'll go for a short flight. I don't know where we're going to end up, folks. It won't be a long video. Hangar Queens episode, Eurofox, X-Plane 11. Let's do it. So you'll just have to forgive me here as I try and start the beast. It shouldn't be too hard though, hey? It really shouldn't. Have we got the right control setting here, the profile? I think we do. That throttle's moving, that will help. What do we need to do? So we've got battery on, we've got avionics on. We should probably whack a light on, get a posi light on. What do we need to worry about? Probably need to get the boost pump on. Ignition probably needs to be on. And if we flick it around to the starter... Oh, hello. That did the job, didn't it? Alright. Geez, no mucking around there with that, that prop starting to spin. Bloody hell. That happens real fast. Alright, we'll leave everything there. We might put the landing light on it and the strobies. Why not? All the lights are on. How much fuel have we got? It looks like, a little bit difficult to see, you have to sort of go up the top. So what, have we got half tanks each side, do we? No, it's a bit hard to see. Righto. How's the vis in this aircraft, eh? Look at that. It's like having a bloody sunroof. And then you got the... Oh, I better close the doors, old mate. And then you got the clear doors as well. I mean, bloody fantastic visibility. Righto. There we go. Change the sound as well. And park brake, flaps, righto. What's our flap situation? 2 stages? Yeah, okay. So we'll go 1 stage of flap. We might just jump back outside, see what that looks like with flaps. There we go. Check that animation. Righto. 1 stage of flap. Alright, little tail dragger. Righto. Look at the bloody tyres on it. How's that? The Tundras, eh? That's alright. Anyway, folks, I'll find a runway for us and rejoin you ready for departure. Alright, runway 6 at Leicester it is, folks. I think we're good to go. Let's see if we can do this thing. Introduce a bit of juice. Release the parking brake. A bit more juice. Let's get moving. Into the left boot required. A bit more juice. We'll go full juice. There we go. Nose comes down. A little bit of breeze here. Sort of get airborne pretty quickly though. Boy oh boy. It's a bit of a handful. Might have needed a little bit of work on the trim there, mate. Away we go. We'll come back on the juice. About 5,000 RPM. Sort of climb out at around about 70 odd knots. Something like that. Let's take a view out to the left hand side as we make the left hand turn. Get our flaps coming up as we do so. Away we go. Should we go outside for a bit? We can. That's how she looks, folks. In flight. Always a challenge to fly this way. Sorry about the light blinding everyone. Yeah, she flies alright, eh? Not exactly flying in balance, admittedly. There's the field. A little bit of right. A little bit of right harder on, mate. Come back over the field a tad. Prefer the view system in X-Plane to Microsoft Sim, just quietly. Eurofox, Fox even goes alright. Jump back inside, do some stuff here. So on the airspeed indicator we've got knots on the inside and MPH, that would be miles per hour on the outside. Come back on that juice, just fly at about 5,000 RPM. She climbs pretty well. We'll climb at about 500 feet per minute. That sort of level flight. We'll trim for about level flight here at about 4,800. Yeah, having a little bit of trouble trimming. There's 4,800, and still more trim to do. Having a little bit of trouble there. Very finicky, very sensitive. Here we go. That's about level flight of 4,800, and we're going to do around about 100 miles an hour. Looks like. Are we? No, I'm proving me wrong, you bugger. Oh, you're just under 100 mile an hour, about 85 knots, something like that. It's not exactly a speed demon, folks. Take a view out to the right hand side. Is that the town of Leicester? Would I be correct? UK locals? good fun. Good fun little aircraft. We will call this a short video. Make it a short video, not just call it. I might try a glide approach just for something different. Now the field's somewhere back here. Where's the field? Go outside a little bit. Somewhere down to the right hand side. Field. There you go. Perfecto. We'll try and land on the grass again. Maybe even on the grass runway. Come back inside. Go right off that power. We'll manufacture an approach here, folks. So we're at glide now. I don't know, best glide's probably around about 60 something miles an hour, it would be my guess. View down there. Right. We'll simulate a forced landing. This is sensitive. Might have the wrong controller profile set up here. I don't know. Just looking out the window. Overhead the fields. Don't lose sight of that. Plenty of runways to choose from. How about runway 16? Sound like a plan? Yeah, lots happening over in the world of X-Plane. Hey, X-Plane 12 is inbound, and we're seeing more and more come out about that. A certain YouTuber, Australian YouTuber, Flight Sim YouTuber, released another video the other day called Big Sim Update. So there must be something happening. Yeah, I eagerly await the release of the beast. Try. Can we make runway 16? I don't know. We might have to turn back towards the field, mate. Your forced landing techniques probably needs a little bit of work. Trying to keep that sort of what I think is about a best glide of about 60 miles an hour. We're going to make it? Ah, yeah, we'll be right. Field, mate. We'll go flaps. One stage of flaps, runway 16, folks. Here at Leicester. Might have to even slip it in. As the actress said to the vicar. Runway 16, there we go. We'll go try a little bit of a slip. Can't do, we've got very few tools left in the toolbox here, folks. And we'll try a slip in. Will we get on? We'll get on. Will we stay on? That's the question. That speed isn't exactly bleeding off, is it? Alright, kick it, try and keep it straight a little bit. Try and land on the grass. Ooh, the usual X-Plane fun and games for me. There we go. Jeez, we're very lucky not to plant the nose in the grass there, I reckon. Anyway, folks, we're on the grass. I'll even kick it around. Look, hang on, where's the view? There's the view. Flaps up, we'll take an outside view, just to prove, look, we stayed on the strip. That's not the view I wanted. Oh boy, where's the view? Not that one, somewhere up here, look. We kept it on the strip. Folks, that's been the Eurofox Hangar Queens episode here in X-Plane 11. Great little bird, VSKYLABS, great developer, worth supporting. Thanks again for your company, folks, and we'll see you next time.